What's up, everybody, and welcome back to The Usual Suspects. I am your girl, Shar Johnson, with the God, my husband, Brother Hiram Akeem. Hey, baby.
Cutie Pie, I see what you're doing. Thank you for the jewels. You got us matching.
Yes, we twinning today.
But the funny thing is, you make these right here. You made my whole ensemble, right?
Yes, sir.
So I appreciate it. You got the continent. I got the black fist representing us in the diaspora. You represent us somewhere on the motherland.
Well, all right then.
Hey, listen, if you like what we're doing here at the Usual Suspect Podcast, please give us a like, share, let somebody know we're doing this thing every week. Every week, this show is making a difference in the community. You ask yourself, how in the hell them talking about entertainment news making a difference in the community? Well, number one, we're giving it to you from a black theological perspective. I'm going to say it again. We give you the entertainment news from a black theological perspective. Big ups to my man, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. That's where I got that from. But listen, man, listen. Hey, anyway, what are we talking about today?
Well, let's start out with the BET Awards 2023 recap.
All right.
The 2023 BET Awards took place on Sunday night with plenty of hip-hop's biggest stars taking home awards for their work over the past year. Among the biggest nominees are Drake, Chris Brown, Beyonce, SZA, and more. Drake led the way with the most chances to win, boasting a total of 7 nominations. The Toronto rapper, he was up for Best Male Hip Hop Artist, Best Male R&B Pop Artist, Best Group with 21 Savage, and Best Collaboration with Future and Teens. Despite competing with artists like Beyonce, SZA, Lizzo, and more, Glorilla ranks as the most nominated female artist at the show. She was up for Best Female Hip Hop Artist, Best New Artist, Album of the Year for Anyways, Life's Great, and the Video of the Year for Tomorrow 2 with Cardi B. In addition to the awards, several of the top artists, they performed at the ceremony. And the performance was by Lotto, Quavo, and Offset, Doechii, Lil Uzi Vert, and more.
Doja.
Oh, Doja Cat.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry, Doja Cat. I like Doja Cat. Let's talk about some of these winners.
Well, before we even go any
Okay.
further, one of the things that blew me away, just off top, did you know, I think you got to find it for me, but Chris Brown and Usher tied.
Yeah.
What did they tie for?
They tied for, I believe it was Best Male R&B Pop Artist. But it was also another tie too.
What was that?
The Best Female R&B and Pop Artist. Oh, no, that wasn't a tie. It was the Album of the Year. It was a tie for the Album of the Year. It was Beyonce's Renaissance and SZA's SOS.
Okay, what else we talking about?
Let's talk about the Best Collaboration.
Best collaboration?
Okay. And it was Wait For You. And that was Future featuring Drake and Teens.
And what about the best group? I think they got that, the best group. I'm kind of confused why you look for it. I'm kind of confused. Just because it's 2 people, that makes it a duo. That don't make it a group. It's the best group, right? That makes it a duo.
Yeah. Well, I see. Yeah. Yep. The best group. It was Drake and 21 Savage.
That's the duo. That means it's a 2 people.
I guess if it's more than one, it's a group.
Well, who all was nominated for that?
Okay, so you had the City Girls. You had Drake, duo. 21 Savage, who won. You had I don't know this group, but I know I've heard of them. It's the DVSN. Trying to think. What?
Okay, just keep going.
It's going in my head. Flow. You had Maverick City Music and Kirk Franklin, Quavo and Takeoff, and Juan Moore. Juan Moore.
You know who that is? That's literally, is that WARMORE? Is that that's the Boyz II Men sons.
Shut
the
up.
lead singer, yeah. That's who that is.
Okay.
And they signed the Mary J. Blige label.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But
Okay.
BET was off the hook, man. What else? What about the sportswoman and the sportsman?
Oh yeah. Jalen Hurts got it for the best sportsman.
Out of
Okay.
all sports, we give it to Jalen Hurts. Oh, did he win
He
the Super
deserved.
Bowl?
Yeah, he
didn't
deserved
win the
it.
Super Bowl.
He yes, the Eagles
No, they
did.
didn't.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl.
The Eagles did the Eagles beat the dang Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl. He deserved it. Yes.
Oh, I ain't know
And
that.
I can't wait till this year.
No, the Eagles did not win. I bet you $50 right now. I bet you $50 right now. The Eagles did not win the Super Bowl.
I could have sworn the Eagles won.
Because you remember the two brothers we was watching? The Travis and his brother? Travis and them won.
Travis Kelce won?
Come on, Google it. Just Google it and see. Yeah, you off, baby. You trying to chest up with me like you know.
Okay, you know what? Well, hey.
He won.
Who won the 2023 Super Bowl?
It'd have been considered to you.
On February 12th, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl after beating the Eagles 38-35.
All right. Now listen, when your husband is talking, stop the yapping, okay? No,
but Jalen Hurts still deserved.
He won because he got that good contract, and he was one of the hottest. He was with the hottest team of the year, though.
Yeah, the Eagles.
So I feel you.
I mean, maybe I was just thinking, but they deserve it.
You just forgot. That's all it is. I didn't.
Okay, well then guess what?
What's that?
You won. Okay.
Who else?
Okay, and then you had.
Let me guess. I know who got.
Now you know who got it.
Sportswoman of the Year. I know who it got. Oh, Angela Reese.
Angel Reese, she's got it.
Angel Reese, yeah, she's been everywhere. I like her homegirl too, the rapper Flo. I forgot her name.
Flonase.
Yeah. She cold. She just put out another joint too.
Well, you know what the best movie of the year was, though.
Yes, Wakanda Forever.
That's right, and you better say it. They had some great nominees though for the movies. They had some real good movies.
What movies? Go ahead.
They had Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which was the winner. Creed 3, Emancipation. Nope, The Woman King.
You're going too fast. What the hell? Say that again.
Creed 3.
Right.
Emancipation.
Right.
Nope.
Okay.
The Woman King and Teal.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about this.
Yes, we did. Oh, and Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody.
I need to see that. That's on I think Netflix now. I need to
I think you can see it on Hulu. It's a pretty good movie.
Well, listen, man, we want to tell you guys, if you like what you saw at the BET Music Awards, or they call it Culture's Biggest Night, don't forget to check it out. You can catch it about 1,000 and more times and everything. Also, Busta Rhymes did his song and dance. When I say song and dance, his acceptance speech was off the. Yeah, something to say about that.
Oh yes, I loved it. It was great to see real hip hop up there and the things that he was saying and what he was saying about his children, about him being kicked out the group, and how he basically was on different features to get to where he was at right now. And then he even was talking to the younger rappers of today, letting them know, hey,
he got game from young. He got game from his elders.
From Chuck D, EPMD. He ran it down. Right. He was letting them know. And he also put it out to let them know that, that those rappers, they had real estate. They took them under their wing. And I loved it. And he basically was, and what he said that I thought was most powerful in the speech, he busted out and he let them know, hey, you producers or you people out here making music, all y'all want to push is all the ass shaking and what drugs we smoke and take, and then told the rappers, stop it with the beef. Stop it. We want to get it together. What they afraid of, if we get together, how powerful we'll be with the messages that we'll give. I thought that was the most.
Well, you know, Busta Rhymes is a conscious brother. He's definitely representing that I slam myself, Lord and Master. Speaking of I self, Lord and Master, that's you, my friend. If you represent the culture like we represent the culture, don't forget to check out the culture's biggest newspaper here in Akron, Ohio. We call it the Reporter newspaper. And you can check it out if you're not in our neck of the woods, here in Blackburn, Ohio. You can get it online with the Reporter newspaperonline.com. It's an all-black publication, black-owned, black-operated. It's been in business for over 50 years. Shar, what you talking about it?
What I'm talking about when it comes to the Reporter newspaper online, just like I read you the information, I read all of my articles out of the entertainment section. All of my fellow YouTubers, any of y'all out there, when you want to talk about what's going on like we do with the usual suspects, Go to the Reporter Newspaper Online.com.
Well, all right.
All right.
What we got next?
Let's talk about Jim Jones. Hits back at Pusha T.
Back.
Yeah, he hits back after Louis Vuitton diss. Jim Jones has, excuse me, Jim Jones has words for Pusha T after the dude dissed him on Pharrell's high fashion runway last week. And it sounds like things are getting personal and possibly even ugly. A new clip of what appears to be Jim Jones' response to Pusha T leaked online this week. It's a brief snippet of Jim dropping bars and perhaps even shooting a video. Like we said, it's just a small sample of the overall track, but on its face, he's getting in the mud and he's firing back. Now, as far as all this started, it dates back to April, when Jim hopped on a podcast and said Pusha T shouldn't be considered a top 50 rapper of all time, poo-pooing his music. During Pharrell's debut Louis Vuitton's Men line in Paris this past week, Pusha T and Malice dropped a new clip track, and many considered his bars aimed at Jim directly. In response to what Jim has said in the spring, well, it sure seems like Jim wants all the smoke. And we know Pusha T isn't the one to back down from a rap beef. He's taken it there before, and that was against Drake, no less.
Listen, I don't know why these people playing with my man Pusha, okay? Now, I like Jim Jones, okay? Now, I like Jim Jones. Jim Jones he's swag. I love him. His style, he's drippy, he's the whole thing. And even in his bars, he rep that he believes all of that, right?
Right.
But I'm sorry, brother. How dare you get on that damn podcast? It was the Breakfast Club, I might add, and they asked him about the top 50 rappers of all time. Surely Jim Jones is humble when it comes to him being in the top 50, but Pusha T, I gotta give it to you, man. 2015, 16, 17, right around in there, Pusha T was at the top of the food chain, and his bars is still that hot. And he did go toe-to-toe with Drake. You bet not. First off, who are you? This is a Def Jam recording artist who had 2 fucking waves with the clips and solo artists, okay? Now check out his degrees now. I'm giving them to you raw.
Right.
He done made music with Pharrell and everybody else, and then linked up to be second in command of fucking Kanye West's stuff. So Kanye West is producing his stuff and Pharrell. Listen at that. Listen at the crowd he keeps. And his lyrics is off the chain. So you're going to be in the beef with this guy? His metaphors are better for. You know what I'm trying to say? This dude is and at the end of the day, big ups to Jim Jones, because I don't know I know they say he's cunning and he's forward thinking. For him to say that on the Breakfast Club,
right, on the Breakfast Club,
he must have knew that he had enough clout to agitate the Pusha one. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know what?
He had that.
Guess what? We here for it. So we're going to keep watching this, and we're going to keep seeing what's going on. You guys go check out the videos, because y'all know they out. It's social media, and tell me what you think. But the one you had me watch today, when Pusha T was on there, I was like,
that was Jim Jones rapping on
that. Not today. It was another
you
time.
Said today. That's why I responded today.
Oh, I'm sorry, not today. But the one they.
Oh yeah, the one that came out.
Oh yeah, that you had.
Man, come on.
We watched that. We rewinded about 4 or 5 times.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I believe Jim Jones knew that this is a guy that ain't gonna let nothing go by. And in saying that, I'm gonna wrap this up. Jim Jones said what he said on the Breakfast Club. He had to know, from an executive perspective, that Pusha T was going to respond. And as he responded, you see Jim Jones in the studio right now, because that's what they said. This is not just the studio. This is a visual being made to the disc. He's going to make this a campaign to help push some numbers. Jim Jones is an incredible businessman. Big us, man. What we got next, girl?
We're talking about Young Thug's album cover projected onto Supreme Court building with single demand. Young Thug dropped his third studio album last week while he is still in jail, which has given way to a campaign that combines advocacy for his freedom with the new record's promotion. On Friday, June the 23rd, Business is Business was released less than a day after it was announced. That same night, the words "Free Young Thug" were projected onto the New York Supreme Court building beneath the cover art of the new album. The black and white image features the YSL boss in the courtroom looking toward the exit while everyone else he's flanked by in suits stare ahead towards the judge's chair. Thugger has already found a great deal of success from his latest project, with the album reaching #1 on US Apple Music upon its release. The Atlanta's rapper's fans are now trying to prolong his luck to extinguish the legal order that has consumed his life over the past year.
Man, listen, that promo is when you see it plastered on the courthouse, okay, it is polarizing. It's it's an actual. I wish they would have spray painted it or painted it on there. They just projected it on there, and it is as you saw during her when you was reading the article. That thing was so and it's genius. But here's the thing that gets me, always get me. These record labels don't give a goddamn. They don't give a damn.
With the promotions.
They said, damn, no, that means we're going to release your shit. We going to eat still. This is some dope promo. Now, you in court and everything all the time. You on everybody's timeline. It's time to cash in. But before we release your album, we're going to show some sympathy. We're going to act like we really behind you. No, we're going to know and we're going to calculate. They act like this thing just came out of nowhere.
Right.
No, it didn't.
Right.
No, it didn't.
Right.
And then coincidentally, Young Thug is on IG. I think it's IG trying to holler at Kanye. He's like, yo, man, yo, what? He put it in his story. Like, yo, I'm trying to holler at you. Why don't you call me? Get in touch with me. You know, I don't know if Kanye is too busy or you know how they say when some of us get locked down. Hey, man, locked down, you ain't around. I'm not active.
What would you say? Out of sight, out of mind. That's what most people say.
But that is a dope promotional campaign. Thugger is #1 on Apple Music. Hopefully it translates to Billboard, of course.
Right.
Hopefully it translates to legitimate sales as well. I listened to a little bit of it. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he hit the game kind of hard with that first song, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With Cash Money, of course, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Singing, rapping, whatever the hell he's doing. You know, he done went from where?
Crooning.
What'd you call it?
Crooning.
He was crooning. You call it crooning. He was crooning. You call it cooning. But listen, hey man, like I said before, man. Listen, get on the Facebooklet. Share this on Facebooklet. Share this on Instagram. Share this on your TikTok. Whatever the hell you gotta share. But also let somebody know that it is the usual suspects. Now, we're not the usual suspects. We are giving you news from the people that graffiti themselves all on people's headlines from New York to California. We're telling you about what's happening with these particular stars that you're interested in. What we got next, girl?
Well, let's talk about Cardi B.
Cardi B, okay.
Said Cardi B would just get with another rich one if she divorces Offset. I'm a bad bitch.
All right.
Cardi B has recently claimed that she won't be standing for Offset's mess and will happily take him to divorce court and find a rich replacement if he gets out of line. During a Twitter Spaces session on Saturday, June the 24th, the Bodak Yellow rapper made it clear that she won't tolerate nonsense from any man, even her husband, no matter how much she loves him. I don't be outside like that. So when I do be outside, these ball players, these rappers, and these dudes, they see me, she began. and their voices start trembling. They be nervous because I'm a bad bitch. You don't got that, I got that. She continued. So every time you trying to bring turmoil to my marriage, I'm just saying, y'all know what's going to happen next. We're going to get a divorce, and people are going to be mad nosy and mad happy. I'm going to make an album, and people are going to want to hear the album because of it. And another rich gonna cuff me. And what? What'll be the point that y'all are trying to make? Offset later seemed to respond directly to Cardi B's comments, first tweeting 3 laughy faces emojis, then tweeting fly like a bird.
So this whole thing is a response to Tasha K's never-ending parade of insults to Cardi B.
Right.
So Tasha K get on there inadvertently talking about how messy Offset is dealing with some other women.
Right.
Specifically, chick she's talking about allegedly took some pictures inside of the Cardi B's estate.
Right.
In the bedroom, all this other stuff. And your girl Cardi B called Tasha K despicable or called her something like
she does something that say that's physical.
Called her terrible. Like she's just not a good person. She just went the hell off. So that's what that's about. But the point that Cardi B I thought was crazy was she said, "Hey, I am not confident to know if me and him break up. I know I got some rich dudes in the cut ready to go. I'm not dealing with no broke people." And that goes with people saying that they want to deal with people in their tax bracket or in their experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're not going to be most people who's dealing in that lane of entertainment want to deal with somebody that understands it and is waving too. So if Cardi B is dealing with let's say Denzel gone for a couple of months at a time doing movies. She's on tour doing you see how that happens? So that they're compatible. Ain't nobody sitting at home worried, bored, or something like that. Then when you get together, the magic be happening. I'm gonna say it again. When Denzel and Cardi B get together, there's magic happening, baby. Even though we know Denzel been happily married for years.
But I get exactly where she coming from. And then what I thought was genius with her saying is, okay, then I'm gonna take him to court. We're going to get divorced. Then I'm going to get in the studio and I'm going to make some songs about it. Y'all going to be happy to hear it, whatever the case may be. And then I'm going to move on to the next one. And you're still going to be talking about me. You're still going to be in my business. So I took it as, so get you some business because I know how I'm going to run with mine.
Okay. That's dope. I like that. What we got?
Okay. Next thing we got, Ice Cube promises to expose gatekeepers blocking Big 3. He say it's going to be a crazy summer. Ice Cube has vowed to expose those who are trying to stop him from taking his Big 3 basketball league to the next level. The legendary West Coast rapper took to Twitter on Sunday, June the 25th, to set the record straight on why he's experiencing resistance with his wildly successful sports endeavor. Cube started off by saying that because he's not part of the club of gatekeepers, this potentially hinders his ability to move around in the sports world. He then said that ever since he put out the contract with Black America and started the Big 3 in 2017, he has received pushback and the cold shoulder from both the NBA and major television networks. Ice Cube continued by saying in order to remedy his situation, he's going on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour to expose those that are working overtime to halt his momentum. I'm going to talk to everybody, the former NWA rapper said. Everybody. And get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me. And you might agree, you may not. But the important thing is for me to go on these platforms and say what I feel about what I think. He also continued with saying some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. It's going to be a crazy summer. It's going to be fun.
Listen, Ice Cube is quote unquote, the bitch killer. Okay? He say that Ice Cube, the bitch killer, right? So he ain't playing now. Ice Cube, he said in the video, he was on Instagram or whatever, and he got on there, and you can hear the pain in his eyes, man. I mean, in his voice.
Right.
You can see it in his eyes, but you can hear it in his voice. He was literally, he put the damn phone up like this, just like I'm doing right now, and he said, I'm going to say some things. And he said, y'all, and he was talking candidly. He was like, listen, y'all already know what it is. Ever since I've been doing this Big Three, which is a 3-on-3 basketball league,
Right.
independently done, he says the powers that be, or he called the gatekeepers, has been stopping him for progressing this league. No major television deals no more. He can't really navigate in those socials because they won't let him in. Right. And they said, but Cube, excuse me, Cube, I thought you wanted to work with the NBA. He says, yeah, let's make it plain. I'm not saying I want to fuck working with the NBA. That's what he said. He said, I'm saying, when I say I want to work with the NBA, stop working against me.
Right.
Allow me to do what I'm doing, because this is for the people. It's not for me. This is for the people. See, the thing I think is dope is it's legendary basketball players that's well, not superstar, but people that used to play in the league that still has a little left in the tank that's signing these contracts with Ice Cube. And I do believe with the power of those players that they still have is maybe impacting or a possible impact of what the NBA is doing. They're afraid of Ice Cube, the bitch killers league. What you think?
I think that everything he's done, I believe that they always coming from him when it comes to the movies. Anything that Ice Cube do independently outside of them.
What movies is they coming for? What movie they gonna come for? Friday? They love Friday.
No, but when what's the one he did with Kevin Hart? Was it Get Hard? No, not Get Hard. The one Ride Along. He did Ride Along.
Right.
Ride Along
They love
too.
Ice Cube in movies. They love him.
He should have got an award the one year, and he didn't get it, and he should have. And that was the one with him and Kevin.
But then we talk about the powers that be, the gatekeepers. They're not against him in the music. I mean, in the movies.
I think they against him, period, trying to lay him advance, period. Ice Cube is unapologetically black, and every single thing that he do, the way he move, what he is about, he don't play like he don't do nothing that they want him to do. He don't play like they want him to play at all.
He obviously do in Hollywood because he keep getting these opportunities. So that's the thing that be killing me sometimes. Yeah, these people, he's upset about this particular issue, and he have every damn right to be.
I mean, yes.
Okay, but also what he's doing when he's going on his tour is saying two things. This podcast, Fuck the Gatekeepers tour, is saying two things. It's saying that he didn't say I was going on a radio tour. He said I'm going
on a podcast.
That is letting knowledge be born that podcasts are powerful now. They are the link between the entertainers themselves and the community. Which is why you see a bunch of stars doing them. Especially, hell, the Kelsey brothers is doing one. They did one mid-season.
Yeah, they did.
Even Draymond Green mid-season. The Tyreek Hill mid-season. You know what I'm saying? So that's letting you know that it's powerful. But what he's also saying is, I am Ice Cube and I'm leveraging everything that Ice Cube is, from the movies to everything, to let you know, putting it out there that these people are effing with me. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said fucking with me. And he was talking just like he was talking to me and you with the cameras not on.
And that's why I say, you know what? Go on, Ice Cube. And if you happen to be in this area, won't you just come on down and sit on down with the God himself and his goddess and talk about it. And we can talk about those usual suspects.
Come on, man.
So let's talk about R. Kelly.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. I got you.
Well, R. Kelly says he's has blood clots and is being ignored.
Yeah, what?
He has blood clots and is being ignored in prison. R. Kelly, in the midst of a 30-year prison sentence for sex trafficking, was recorded railing over his medical needs are being ignored. Reports hip hop, I think it's DX.com. And in an audio obtained by Rap House TV, the disgraced crooner is heard ranting about the prison disregarding blood clots that were discovered in his legs, which later resulted in him needing surgery on his tendon. Kelly says in an audio that he's scared for his life and that animals are treated better than him. He continued, I don't deserve to die because somebody miscommunicated or somebody took a guess at what's going on with my leg. I'm not supposed to die this way. You're not even supposed to take a chance on that. Because if it was your child, if it was your father, if it was your mother, somebody you love, you would have said, go to the doctor. We need to get that checked out. We need to look at that. We need to x-ray that. He added, they didn't even x-ray. And that's why I'm speaking out on this, because I'm scared for my life in that area. And who wouldn't want to be? They treat animals better than that.
I heard audio. R. Kelly was crying. He was in a sense of panic. Okay? When you hear about blood clots and stuff like that, it makes you scared, right? And he's in jail, incarcerated, locked down, roped, bound for 30 damn years. Brother ain't going nowhere. And he said, if I got to live the rest of my life in here, I want to at least be treated like a human being. Okay? And to hear him crying like that, it kind of touched me a little bit. Not in the way he was touching those little girls, but it kind of touched me a little bit, right? Because R. Kelly was broken up. Now we know he's an artist. We know he's an entertainer or whatever. But there's no singing, no acting, no fronting that's going to get you out of that situation like that. So I believe this was true. I really believe he felt that. It wasn't just performing trying to get out of there. He ain't even trying to get out. He actually said, if I'm going to be in the damn thing for 30 years, I don't want to die by unnatural causes. I want to die of natural causes. I'm going to be here for 30 years. R. Kelly grown as hell, man. I don't know if he's 50 right now.
Yeah, he in his 50s.
Okay, he grown as hell. He said he got a 30 bid to do. He says, I want to die as natural causes, okay? It was sad to hear. It was real sad to hear, but I know some of you guys and some of you sisters out there were saying, well, damn, you weren't treating them girls better than dogs. You know what I'm saying? He says it's better than animals and all that. They treat animals better than this. Some people love me, okay? And they know if I was getting treated like this, I'm paraphrasing what he was saying. But at the end of the day, this goes with the debate that they're having. It's because you were incarcerated or you done made some mistakes or bad decisions. When you're in jail, should you be treated less than human or less than humane? I'm here to tell you, the government makes sure you eat 3 meals a day and they give you something to sleep on and something to flush your fecal matter down. That's not treating you like a dog.
But they make you work for what, 10 cents, 30 cents?
Well, that's legalized slavery, though.
Okay,
that's legalized slavery.
So that's what I was getting ready to say. So at the end of the day, you know that it's legalized slavery, and anything that they can get you for to get that labor up out of you and to experiment on you and not waste their resources on you, that is what's going to happen. Every time we bring up R. Kelly and every time we talk about it, I get upset for so many different reasons. I'm not saying R. Kelly didn't do the things that he did, and I'm not saying R. Kelly is innocent to every single thing. I'm not saying that, but sex trafficking, he wasn't selling these girls. He wasn't, passing them off to, to different people and things like that. Yeah, he might have doing the purpose.
Sex trafficking is, put it this way. If you're a willing participant.
That's not sex trafficking.
What am I about to say?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. If you're a willing participant, you stay in Memphis, I stay in Brooklyn, and I fly you out, that's your grown ass coming to Brooklyn to frolic with the black man, okay? That's acceptable. Now, if you're a minor crossing state lines, that's sex trafficking. That's a thing. That's what Malachi York got in trouble for. Having people, even friends, escort these young kids across state lines. That's a federal offense.
Okay.
So that's what R. Kelly was doing. If he was like, yo, I'm going to have you come to Chicago, and I don't care how or who allowed them to do it. Mommy said, okay, yeah, you can go get the record deal, whatever the hell you was doing with R. Kelly. And they letting this happen. But hell, didn't he just have, not just, but he had a chick standing in the hotel in Chicago while he was going through the thing when he was freshly going in. That's what it was.
Wow. But I
don't know if she was a child at this time, but she was grown now. But that's what that whole thing is, man. I don't know if it's good to say. We're going to say a prayer for our brother's health. Is that wrong to say?
No, you know what?
I'm human. I'm human.
Yeah, and to me, that's not wrong to say. He might be in there writing some awesome songs or having somebody write the songs for him because we know he really can't read and write.
You can't have no, he writes his song. See, listen, let me tell you something.
But
when somebody can't read and write, that don't mean you can't write to what you know what you're reading. You know
but you can't sell them to nobody and send them to nobody.
Yes, you do. You in the studio with the lyric track. I'm sorry, you old as hell, baby girl. All you doing is you singing it on the track and you send it. It's called a draft track. If I make a song and I'm the producer and the writer, I send it to you. I'm already got a reference track to it. Words is already there. But here's the thing. You know, you know how when you writing something like me, when I'm writing something down quick, and I'm not quite sure the spelling, ain't nobody gonna see this. I know what it said.
Okay.
That's what people who's
like
R. Kelly does. Apparently that's what they say. But he's a lyrical genius of writing genius and everything. And like I said before, we're not bigging up R. Kelly. That's not what we're doing.
No, I'm gonna big up his music.
I'm not even doing that. She's doing that.
Always.
Now you can rewind and understand if I was doing it for real or not. I'm not sure. But that's all right. That's all right. Now, I think what we got coming up is something controversial.
Yes, it is.
Okay, now I think we're about to go into the part where we're gonna get pro-ethnic conscious. We're gonna do this is right here. Everybody's talking about this thing, man. She's gonna read the title and then we're gonna play a news clip of it, right?
Right. Okay. Mother tells son to shoot man in Southside restaurant. Murder.
And a disturbing case unfolds in court. A mother accused of ordering her son to commit murder in a West Pullman restaurant. The mother and son are now charged, both of them. Elizabeth Matthews joins us now with more on this developing story. Elizabeth?
Yeah, Natalie, that mom who's accused of giving those shoot-to-kill orders is now being held on $3 million bail. Parts of that shooting were actually captured on this restaurant's surveillance video, which helped the witnesses identify the suspects to police. So this all happened Sunday night, police tell us, just after 11 o'clock, about 11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halstead at 117th. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car. Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Once outside of the restaurant, while the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim. Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing her son to shoot her.
Listen, the reason why we played that is I wanted you to hear verbatim how the media is spinning this, how the mainstream media is spinning this thing. Now, I saw it as it happened on the video surveillance.
Right.
Okay, I seen what happened. Now, first off, he didn't hit her once.
No.
He sucker punched her 2 times before the gun went off. Now, apparently they got the proof that she was texting the young man. I didn't see that. Okay, and I sure as hell didn't see or hear her say, shoot this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear that either. I saw the first, the not the victim, but the asshole that hit the sister. So
Right.
they calling him a victim.
Right.
This the asshole that hit the damn sister. He was so amped, so upset. This brother had to be bothered by something to be that goddamn mad for him to be like, yo, word is born, son, on my grandma. You better say something else, I'm gonna knock you out. And she kept talking. He was like, oh my grandma, say something else, I'm gonna knock you out. Then he sucker punched her, bam. Then he sucker punched her again. I guess it wasn't a sucker punch because he told her it was coming, right? Okay, and then Junebug, okay, little Mook Mook comes in, her son comes in, and as he's coming in, he's seeing the ass whooping. Okay, now I don't give a damn what she texts you. Okay, it don't matter. You comes in, you see your mom with some wild ass dude, buck wilding, beating on your damn mama. What do you do? And you got the toolie on you. What do you do? Get the hell off my damn mama. Get off my mom. You know, word is born, right? So he popped him with the bullet, right? What else you supposed to do? Good job, Mook Mook. Okay, good job, little Mook. Okay, good job, Junior. Okay, then they say they go outside. Now we didn't see this, but they go outside.
The media shows
and
it.
she says, "Yo, word is born. Shoot this motherfucker some more." Right now, here's the thing. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Ask me why.
Why?
You don't know if that dude was going to get a gun or not. He just got shot. That dude was ran out to the thing. You know he gonna get first off. So you gotta put him down. Now the question is there a law that states that I got to honor and protect my damn mom? I don't think it is.
But
Shall we talking about this? I don't think it is.
You know what? And it probably is not. I have so many issues and problems with this. First of all, when you see the video that we got to see, the first one before I got to see the one with the video.
The news one.
Yeah, no, the one before I got to see the news media. I'm talking about the other video.
That's what I just said. You just said video twice.
Oh, okay.
You didn't make
it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't make it plain. The video that I seen that whoever was filming when they was in the store, not the surveillance or the ones that the news portray out to us. Who's ever holding that phone, you can hear in the background, damn. And you said you heard
a lady said once he hit her the first time, a chick said he told you not to say nothing. Okay. I heard that.
So
what the hell is going on with our people? Go ahead.
So y'all got your phones out, seeing this, you know, whatever the argument, because we didn't get to see the whole argument, so nobody knows how the argument transpired, because what we got to see is him saying, on my mama, on my grandma, keep talking, and I'm gonna, you know, slap the shit out you, do whatever. And then
he said, I'm gonna knock you out.
Okay.
That's what he said. He said, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Okay, well.
He tried to knock her out.
Okay, well, obviously he didn't, because he had to hit her a couple times, and so.
That don't even matter. He tried to knock her out.
Okay, well, he tried to.
Put a fist on that girl.
Okay, and I'm looking at, okay, y'all wasn't calling, nobody thought to call the police then? You know, not the people in the restaurant thought to call the police. Nobody, you know, even said anything. And whatever she texts her son, I don't know what she texts her son, whatever the case may be, and he come, you're right. What child is going to sit there and let anybody jump on their parent?
Oh, some great news just came across our feed that we weren't able to talk about in the debate. I'm going to read it to you guys. All charges against both Hood and her son were dropped on Monday. In a statement, Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox's office said the decision was based upon our continued review and in light of emerging evidence. Based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof in the prosecution of these cases.
Don't forget, man, we got the Reporter newspaper. The Reporter newspaper been in business, like I said before, y'all, over 50 years. And here it is in the tangible form. You can get it if you like the smell of the press. This is the press. We the media, okay?
Right.
The press is literally something you press up. Magazine, newspaper. So this is the press, right? It's been in business for over 50 years. You can get a subscription to support Black press, okay? And also, you can go online to the reporternewspaperonline.com and check out some of these articles. What we got next?
Okay, so let's go out of here on this note. Rick Ross had some questions about imploded submarine.
Okay.
Rick Ross asked the question most people were wondering: why wasn't the submarine tethered to a surface vessel in case they lost communication? Well, common sense is not that common. Not only that, according to Philip Lewis of Huffington Post reports, a top secret U.S. Navy detection system designed to spot enemy submarines first heard the Titan submersible implosion days ago. As WSJ reports. So the government knew these people went on to be with the Lord and couldn't inform the American people who were boo-hooing for the safe return. That is some nasty work. Well, all we can do is send our condolences out to the victims' families.
You know, Rick Ross had a nice point. He says, wait a minute, hold on. How come you couldn't tether the submarine, the Titan submersible, which is the submarine, the small submarine, as it made its descent to something tangible, okay? Up on top, right? That'd be a long ass rope, first off. I'm just saying. I'm sure they can make it.
Right.
But here's some knowledge I found out. Let's just break it down. The word implosion. A lot of people saying the word implosion, but we don't know what it is. It sounds like explosion. Explosion is to blow outward. Implosion is to blow inwards. What are we saying here? An implosion is something that the walls go inside with vigor and just hecticness and just pain, right?
Yep.
So they said as the little canoe that could, the little submarine that shouldn't have. Okay, it went down there. Okay, and due to a malfunction that they should have caught if they would have, get this, did all the standard checks that I understand they didn't, or they wasn't thoroughly checked before they went down there. This is what I'm reading on the internet and stuff like this. It imploded, meaning some pressure got let off. Maybe it was a crack in the system or something. They said it imploded with so much vigor and pain and just, I'm going to call it hate. That thing imploded like it was the Eiffel Tower fell on that thing. Okay? They said the people inside, the 5 inside, didn't feel anything. It would have been like, boom. You couldn't even hear no cracks, no nothing, just imploded. And the messed up part is they're saying now, some people are saying James Cameron, the actual director of the Titanic himself, he did this himself years ago. He said it took him 7 years to get his submarine right, and he went on his own because he didn't want to ask nobody to do it. He said he wanted to see the Titanic for himself because he was directing the movie, creating the movie and stuff. I understand there was a lot of the stories coming out now with the different 5 people that was on there. I understand it was Pappy's Day. It was Father's Day, right? The young man that was on there with his pappy, I understand he really didn't want to go. He really didn't want to go, but he said, I need to suck it up because it's Pappy's Day. And I'm going for my pappy. And man, that is messed up. Okay, now, billionaires doing billionaire things, okay? Now, you said something about not being completely ignorant on pressure and water pressure. Go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah. Let's just talk about you's a billionaire and you sure ain't got no billionaire mind. These people must have inherited their money because you sure didn't use your mind and think of some stuff to make these billions of dollars. I'm sorry.
What you talking about?
I'm just sorry. How in the world would you even go down there where the Titanic sank on top of the water? What the hell did you think was going to happen? You up under the water and all that pressure and everything, you know.
They said they didn't even go down that far before. They never tested it like that.
And that's what I'm saying. So why would you?
Because you think everything is safe.
It's crazy. First of all, I just like Rick said, common sense. And the article, they ain't got none. The Titanic sank on top of the water in the location. Why would you?
What do you think is a special location? The Titanic sank because it hit something.
and I don't know what it hit.
In a glacier.
Okay, so there you go, glaciers. So glaciers. Period. You gonna go somewhere where there's glaciers. You don't know what's going on. Nowhere around isn't any of that. That big old boat sank. What you think your little bitty self?
It sank because it got a hole in it. But your boat underneath the water, and
you must have got a hole in it too.
No, you didn't test it like that. How you just gonna transcend? Just keep going down, and you assuming it. I'm assuming. Let me get the billionaires a benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming they thinking that it was at least tested at that far. Obviously, and if it was, if it was tested, it would have exploded when it got down there, or imploded.
Or imploded before it wasn't tested.
Because it would have imploded then.
Right. You would have known not to do that. So I'm just saying, billionaires just do billionaires. Like I said, they inherited that money. They didn't make it. Because billionaires that's making their money, the billionaires, they think about strategically everything that they're going to do and how they spend their money and what they do.
Some billionaires think, like Russell Simmons said, he says, I'm not the smartest person. I make sure I hire the smartest persons. Take us out here, baby girl.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's Usual Suspects. Don't forget to like this video and to give me your comments. Again, I love reading the comments. I like what you guys have to say, whether you agree or disagree. Come back next week and hang out with your girl, Shar Johnson, and my husband, the God, Brother Hiram Akeem.